if you are in the University of Port Harcourt and you are offering Chem 130 exams, then this video is for you. Okay, I don't know what they have told you about Chem 130 exams. They might have told you that Chem 130 is very difficult. Chem 130 is the hardest exam you are going to write. So maybe your senior colleagues must have told you to take Chem 130 very serious, that so many people had issues with Chem 130 during their time, that so many people didn't pass it very well. There are so many people repeated because of Chem 130, that so many people had challenges with Chem 130, and so many stories about Chem 130. This video is here to tell you that those stories they told you, yes, it could be true, but I'm going to be sharing some tips that is going to help you so that you wouldn't make maybe the mistake that some of those people made that made them not to pass. At the end of this video, you should be able to score A's in your Chem 130 exam, alright, and that is very possible. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing 10 tips, alright, that can help you ace your Chem 130 exams. And this video is basically for all the 100 level science students of the University of Port Harcourt. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, I am Emmanuel, currently a second year medical student of the University of Port Harcourt, and on this channel I share my experiences, the previous experiences I had over the years before I got into medical school, and I swear now that I'm in medical school I still have to share some tips which I find may be helpful to students, which can help you while you read, to understand, to assimilate faster, and I swear to be able to perform very well in any exam you are preparing for. So if you have not subscribed to this channel, please kindly hit the subscribe button so you can join this community of students who are wanting to learn and to grow. Alright, so let's grow together. If you are a returning subscriber, you are welcome. Stay tuned as you watch this video and ensure you share it with your friends. Alright, let's dive into what we have now. So I'm going to be dividing these 10 tips into two. So the first part is going to be pre-exam tips, while the second part is going to be exam tips proper. Alright, now let's start with the pre-exam tips. These are the things you do before your Chem 130 exams that can help you ace your exams. So the first tip is attend lectures. Yes, the primary reason you get admitted into the university is for you to attend classes, attend lectures, in order to learn from the lecturers. When you attend class, so the lecturers are going to mention the areas whereby you need to capitalize on while you are studying on your own. Yes, in as much as you are attending classes, it doesn't mean that once you have attended classes that you are 100% prepared for your exams. No. So what classes or lectures do is, as you come to the lecture, you will hear the areas that the lecturer is emphasizing on. Some lecturers will go as far as even predicting their exam questions. So if you are there in the lecture, you are going to understand and know the direction the lecturer is going. Are we together? That is why it is very important you attend your classes very well, even in your 100 level, especially for this course Chem 130 and also other related courses that you are doing in your faculty or your department. Attending lectures is very paramount. It is not absolute. So as you attend, you still have to do your own personal study, but lecture will help you to know the direction you are going to read. Most times people tend to skip lectures and say they want to read on their own. Now, it is good to read on your own, but when you come to class and get direction where you should read, then it will now help your reading to be organized. But when you want to just read on your own, you read haphazardly. Yes, you might be following the course outline, but most times there's a way lecturers will go. Even some things that are in the outline, they might still add or not even cover all. And in exam, it is only what they're taught in class that they are going to say. So attending lectures is very important. So the second point I'll be talking about is study with your course outline and start early. Alright, as you begin your semester, first semester or second semester in your 100 level, now it is very important you get your course outline for all the courses you are offering. Alright, so once you have gotten your course outline, then the next thing for you to do is to get your materials which you are going to start studying, and you start on time. Don't be that student that waits to a night before the exams before they start studying. Yes, it will not help. There are many things you need to study very well and know them for you to be able to pass the exams very well. All right, so you start early and study with your course outline and with the right materials. Okay, the third thing I'll be talking about, the third tip, is attend your practicals. Right, and 130 is a course and it comes with practicals. Once you have done the theory part in class, then you have to attend your practicals. So when you go to practicals, you have maybe every week there's usually days fixed for practicals. So ensure that you attend all the practicals, because in the practicals your attendance will be taken, and that attendance also has its own mark. Then the main practical itself, you try as much as to participate in what they are doing in the practicals. Don't be that student or those students that comes to practical, their own is to just sit down maybe at the back and discuss and gist, and at the end of the day they will copy what every other person has done without even knowing what was done. If you ask them anything at all, they wouldn't know what to say. So make sure you are actively involved in the practicals. That will give you a hint. Yes, it's true that most times you may not even understand what you are doing, but as you go further, you are going to understand better. That brings me to the fourth tips. Ensure you do your assignments and your tests. Now, very important, your assignments and your tests are very important, just as the practicals and theory also. The exam is graded over 70. Now, the way this thing is done, the grading, your tests and your assignments are going to be part of your CA, which is going to add up to make up the 70 marks for your exam. Then your practical is 30 marks on its own, so it's going to be added up to make up 100 marks. So if you are able to get marks from these practicals, from your tests, assignments, and you add everything together, you see that there's no how you are not going to get a very good grade that can help you pass the CHEM 130 very well. At least you can have an A, or worse come to worse, a B. I don't even want you to have a C, because you can get an A. Yes, A is very easy to get, and when you put your mind there, you are going to get it.
Wow.
The number 5 tip I'll be talking about under this pre-exam tips is don't joke with your past questions. I repeat, don't joke with your past questions. Now, the importance of past questions cannot be overemphasized, even in this 100 level in the University of Port Harcourt, or even in any other university at all. Once you have read and covered the things you need to cover, so the next thing you should do even before the exams commences is to look for past questions. You can get past questions, popular past questions we have in 100 level. We have the Johnson's past questions, we have Delzy past questions, we have success past questions. Some of these ones are very good past questions that you can use and prepare very well for your CHEM 130 exam. And the beautiful thing is that once you are able to answer many of the past questions, then you should be rest assured that your exam is already a walkover, because actually what you will do in past questions, most of them will be repeated in your exams. And if you have gotten the concepts on how to go about the solvings, then exams becomes easier and your exam is going to go smoothly. All right, the next tip I'll be talking about, that is number 6 tip now. Attend tutorials, but this is optional. Now, if you check and you know that studying on your own will not help you, please and please don't waste time. Attend tutorials. The importance of tutorials cannot be overemphasized. Tutorials has helped people who are not even doing well at all to pick up. What tutorial does is, maybe you know something to a point, to an aspect, and you have also attended lectures and maybe you didn't really understand the way the lecturer explained it. Beautiful. Once you go for tutorials, the tutorial masters are going to help to break it down to the barest minimum, to the point that you will understand every details of it. So I will advise, if studying on your own, or maybe you are not this type of person that studies alone and understand very well on your own, please attend tutorials. And here in the University of Port Harcourt, we have some tutorial masters that are doing well, even in this 100 level. Some of them I know about. I know Delzy's tutorial. Delzy tutorials is very good, especially in chemistry. Is very good in chemistry. We have CHEM Craze tutorial, success tutorial, White, Google Best, and the rest of them. You just check out for any of them that is good for you to attend. You attend. They are all going to help you. When your exam comes, you write and you pass with flying colors, and life becomes easier. Okay, now let's talk about the exam tips proper. Now, these are things you should do during your exam period. The ones we just talked about is what you should do maybe from the beginning of the semester as you are preparing and to attend lectures and all that. First tip I'll be talking about in the exam tip proper is you should arrive at your exam venue at least 30 minutes before the exam commences. All right, there's this thing that used to happen to students. Most people will wait. Maybe you have exam by 8 a.m. You are leaving your house by 7:30. That you know that within 30 minutes you've not even gotten to your junction. So please do not make such a mistake. Ensure that you are at your exam venue at least 30 minutes before your exam. If possible, 1 hour. You just go there and sit. Maybe you can be revising what you are about to write. So in that way you'll be comfortable, you feel relaxed before the exam commences. But when you are in a haste, you are rushing, before you even got there, they have started already, you will be destabilized. You know, exam is brain work, and you need to be emotionally balanced and stable before you can write your exams very well. So I urge you to make sure you go to your exams very early. This will help you in your performance. The next tip, maybe the 8th tip, do not involve in malpractice. This is very important. Please and please, I beg you. Now, if you know you want to do well in your exams, every exams, not only CHEM 130, every exams generally that you want to be writing in this school or even in your university, for those of us that are not in UNIPORT, all right, anywhere you are at all, please, as much as you can, abstain from malpractice. Malpractice could range from asking somebody something in exam hall. There are times during our own time when we wrote CHEM 130, just speaking to somebody can implicate you. Imagine just because you asked someone for something, now your exams, everything you've written was cancelled, and maybe you were asked to fill the malpractice from.
Oh my God!
That could be very annoying, and it could be very disheartening. All right, so for you to be on the safer side, try as much as you can to abstain from anything that can implicate you during exams. So do not go in with your phone. Do not try browsing answers in your exam hall. Do not try talking to someone. Do not try walking around. Anything at all that the examiners have specified you shouldn't do, don't do it. And this is why I started by first of all telling you what you should do in order to prepare well, so that when you come for the exams, you will be confident enough to write. My friend, let me tell you, exam is not difficult. Exam is very easy. It all depends on how prepared you are. How prepared are you for that exam you want to write? Please, don't go into the CHEM 130 exam hall with the mindset of that you are going to copy. Because if you are caught in the act, remember the penalty for examination malpractice, you'll be expelled from the school, and as well, I think you are going to be facing the law, which I know you don't want to experience that just because of common chemistry exam. So you are wiser than you think. Don't involve in something fishy. Alright, the next one is be time conscious. So as you have started your exams, make sure you are aware of the time you are spending for that course. If possible, go with a wristwatch so that as you are writing, you are checking time to know how many minutes you have used. So you can as well ensure that in every question that you want to answer, you don't spend more than 2 minutes there. Once you have read the questions, you just put down your answer and you go to the next one. Then if there's anyone you read and maybe the answer is not forthcoming, please, there's no need of sleeping on that question. You can always skip it and go to the ones you know. Once you're able to answer all the ones you know from first page to the last, you still have enough time to come back to attend to the ones you have left behind. But a situation whereby you say, no, I must get this one before I go to the next one, you find out that before you will be able to move to the last question, they have already said time up, and by then you wouldn't know what to do again. Alright, so make sure you are time conscious. Alright, the next tip I'll be talking about is you shouldn't joke with your units. Don't joke with your units. Now, as you write your CHEM 130 exams, alright, most times the exam comes as subjective, okay? and most times it's in theory form, right? So anyhow the exam comes and there are places you are expected to write units, please ensure you put your units. Maybe you have calculated something on temperature, ensure you put the standard unit for temperature if it is what is required. Maybe if you are asked to solve for, let's say, temperature, and the unit should be in Kelvin, and at the end you didn't put it, yes, it's true, you might get the answer correctly, but that single unit that you didn't put will make the lecturer not to give you your full marks. Even some lecturers can go to the extent of even cancelling everything. Okay, now, alright, the last but not the least that I'll be talking about now is ensure you eat healthy and sleep well during your exam periods. Now, I know there is this habit in students that during exams, some people don't sleep again. Night class, they have not gone since the beginning of the semester. That's when they start going to the night class and they want to read from morning till night and all that. Now, during exam period is not actually the right time for you to start bombarding yourself with stuff. You want to read and cover the whole textbook in one night to your exams, whereas they have been time for you to do that and you didn't do it. So during your exam time, so the best thing for you to do is ensure you get enough sleep and rest, okay, and eat very well. When you eat very well, it's going to help your brain to function properly during exam. Are you with me? So a situation whereby you don't eat very well and you are hungry, instead of your brain to recall what you read, it will be recalling that, Oga, you have not eaten. You know that there is nothing in this stomach, and there's no how you are going to write well in that type of situation. If there is this saying that a hungry man is an angry man, so you try as much as possible to eat very well, and not just very well, eat healthy food. It's not a time of eating junks. You buy this, eat healthy, then you sleep very well. That I said sleep very well doesn't mean you should just go and start sleeping all over. No. You should have your plan, you should have your schedule, you should have your daily goals. Okay, once I'm done with this, I'm going to be sleeping early. From this time to this time, I should have slept so that I can wake up on time, maybe revise for my exams. There's this saying that early to bed, early to rise makes one wise, healthy, and strong. So this is where I'll be drawing the curtain for this video. And if you have watched this video to this point, then it means maybe what I've been saying made a sense or two. So this is just my 2 cents to you all. And I wish you good luck as you go for your Chem 130 exams and other exams. Alright. So my happiness is for you to succeed. I want you to do well and come out with excellent results. And I believe God is going to help you to achieve that. So don't hesitate to come to this channel to tell me that, oh, I wrote my Chem 130 exam and I was able to score very high because I maybe applied what you told me in this video. Alright, I'll be happy to hear from you to get your feedback on how your exams went. Alright, thank you for watching this video to this point. I believe you are going to perform very well in your exams. So guys, this is where I'll be drawing the curtain for today, and I believe if you apply these 10 tips that I just outlined, it is going to help you, the pre-exam tip and the exam tip. It is not only in Chem 130, you can as well do it for every other courses you are offering, and definitely there's going to be a difference. Thank you for staying through to this point. If you have not yet subscribed to this channel, please kindly subscribe. As you subscribe, like and also drop a comment, and that is going to help YouTube to recommend this video to so many other students out there, both people in the University of Port Harcourt and those in other schools across the country. As you do so, may the Lord bless you and help you to ace your exams in the mighty name of Jesus. See you in the next one.